When you decide to open up your business, you need to realize that you have to make money. How are you going to do this? You need to figure out how much time and effort goes into making your soaps. Also, you have to make sure how much of the supplies are costing you. Are you buying completely all organic prices, or are you just kind of getting, maybe some basic things that are very cost effective? Either way, you really need to sit down and divide by and figure out and multiply and do a whole bunch of math things to figure out how much it takes to make 1 bar of soap. And how you can do this is very simple. All you gotta do is calculate your work and time, multiply that by 2, and you have your wholesaling price. And then you can multiply that again by 2, and that's your retail price. So I can't give you an exact number because it really depends on what products you're using, if you're using any additives, how expensive your molds are, however much your time and effort goes into making 1 bar of soap, but that's the general rule. You also want to think about shipping. If you decide to open up an online shop, you need to talk about that with your business partner or maybe your local post office and figure out if there's a baseline price for shipping a bar of soap across the country or internationally. Those prices will probably vary, so you need to figure out how much you can kind of baseline, because no one wants to pay $10 shipping for a $3 bar of soap. That's just not cost effective, and you're not going to get a lot of customers in there because that pricing is so high for shipping. So you really do have to make sure that maybe you can do deals. Buy 2 bar soaps and cut your shipping in half, or do shipping day free prices when you're just opening up your shop. Think about different ways to get creative with pricing that works for you, and you can still make some money and build a customer base. So you may be looking for some ways to cut down on prices by getting some great supplies at great costs. And how can you do that? I really highly recommend doing an online search and really looking for special deals, sales at soap making supply websites. I'll provide some below in the links, but really do your own research and find out what works best for you. Always make sure that you read the reviews of any kind of product before you buy it if it's a brand new product for you. And you'll really be able to figure out which products work well for other people who have used it. Use people who have done soap making before and their knowledge with these products to make your soaps even better. Another great selling point for your soap making is working with local sourced products and organic materials, and I really do recommend reaching out to local farmers for essential oils or maybe even fresh lemons if you're doing bars of soap with fruit and herbs. These are great selling points to put on your website. Made with local products by blank farms, or made with organic products by blank. And you guys can pair up, work together, and you may even get some special deals for putting their logo or links to their website on yours. I do really recommend working with these people, and you can find them at local farmers markets. Try to get to know them, work with them, and get some beautiful materials that'll make your soaps even more special. I've also mentioned before that working with local mold makers is a great way to go. Again, I really do want to stress this because you can work with people who are perhaps just starting out silicone molds, and you can learn from these people, perhaps split the costs and they do the labor, work out different ways of doing it, and you will get some beautiful molds that are unique and perfect for your business. And I really do recommend that. It does take a little bit more effort, but I think if you want to make your soaps beautiful and special, it's one thing that I really highly recommend looking into. Of course, you can always do different types of ways of doing this. You can find beautiful soaps, molds online. Almost any online retailer will have a soap making type of thing that'll work for you. Finally, we have come to areas on how to sell your soap and get your name out there.